Hey guys, today we are back in the Homelab. Today I plan to go through Context Forge alongside MCPO. As you may have seen in my other videos, I do have MCPO running to make a few different MCP servers available. However, it doesn't provide all the features that are needed. So for example, if you want to pass authentication from something like Open WebUI, if you want to auth based on your user, it's not, at least from what I've seen, possible to do that through MCPO. So what I am planning to do is use Context Forge, because when you come in here, it gives you a lot more functionality to actually control who has access to what and who can call what endpoints. So the way this works is you have your MCP server registered manually here. Today we're going to be looking at Azure. And once you register it, you can either use MCP, Streamable HTTP MCP, or you can configure it for SSE. So it supports both. Once you have it in there, you also have to register it as a virtual server, which I have here. So if you go into the editing side of this, you can make it scoped to a team or private and then configure the individual permissions. Also, you need to select the associated tools that you want to expose from this overall MCP server. Once you have that, if we come back into Open WebUI, you can see I have my GPT, OSS 120 billion. I gave it a couple prompts. I said, hey, I want my resource groups from the subscription, and then I also want to grab some public IPs. And you can see this is all present here. It shows me what those IPs are, and then that is selected from here. I did previously have Azure MCP, the official one from Microsoft, running within MCPO, but I believe I upgraded to a newer version and it broke, hence why I'm looking into an alternate method by building my own and using Context Forge to expose that. So if I get enough traction here and if I have time to fully build that out, I will look into open sourcing it. So as always, thanks for watching. I hope this is helpful and spurs on some new ideas for those of you that are also trying to integrate MCP. And as always, feel free to post any questions or concerns you might have in the comments. Thanks.